Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing great. I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about verbs, right? As you know that there are 8 parts of the speech in English language. First, noun. Second, pronoun. Third, verb. Fourth, adverb. Fifth, adjective. Sixth, preposition. Seventh, conjunction. And the last one is interjection. And the parts of the speech plays a very important role in laying the foundation of English language, right? But verb, I'm taking verb. Verb is a very important concept of English grammar. So let's shift our focus towards the topic that I'm teaching, verbs. What are verbs? Let's understand. Verb is a word that refers to an action or a state of being, right? So verb is a word that always refers to an action or state of being or the situation of a subject, fine? So when you are talking about verb, you always keep in mind that a verb always tells two things about the subject. And who is the subject? Doer is called the subject of a sentence. Remember this thing in mind. So what are these two things that the verb talks about? Let's understand first. An action, any work or physical activity done by the subject or the doer. Fine? So this is the first aspect of verb. Now look at the second one. A verb always expresses the state or situation of the subject. Subject is the doer, the person who is performing the action. Fine? Now, I would like to explain the concept with the help of examples. Look at the examples. First one, children are playing in the park. Here, which one is subject? Obviously, you know it. Children here is the subject. Fine? So, I have underlined it. And what is the action children are performing? They are playing. So, playing here is the verb in the park. Now, second example, she eats an apple every day. What is the action the girl performs every day? She eats an apple. So, eating is the verb. Eating is the action that she performs every day. And which one is subject? What is the subject here? Obviously, she is the subject. And in the first sentence, children is the subject. Children are performing the action of playing. So, playing is the action word, playing is the verb here. So, I am writing V for your understanding. Now, look at the second aspect. As I told you earlier, verb always expresses the state of a subject or situation of the subject. It tells you about the state of the subject, how the subject is feeling or let's understand this with example. Example, he is a boy. What is the subject here? Obviously, he is a subject and he is a boy. Now, is here is again is a verb and is tells you about the state of the subject. State of the subject in the sense it tells us whether the subject is a boy or a girl. Obviously, with is it's very much clear that the subject is a boy and it is also called a state verb. Clear? Second example, Pooja feels happy today. How does Pooja feel today? She feels happy. So, feels here is a word again. You will see action word. And who is feeling and whose feeling we are talking about? We are talking about the feeling of the subject and Pooja here is the subject. Fine? And feels is the verb and happy obviously you know it's an adjective. Now, I hope you have understood the difference. Now, I am going to show you some of the action words. So, what are the action words? Go, play, run, eat, write, speak, going, jumping, walking, crying, playing. All these words are called action words. I hope everything is clear now. Now, focus. Shift to another concept of the topic. Now, based on the formation, children, verbs are further divided into two parts. Based on information. Now, verbs divided into two parts. First is regular form and the second is irregular form. Clear? So I'm taking the regular verb form first. Now, regular verb is always formed by adding D, ed and id. How it is formed? Is it formed by adding D, ed and id to the present or base form of verb. Remember this one, okay? And whereas irregular form, a verb is not formed by adding D, ed or id to the present form of the verb. That is the difference. Remember this thing in mind, that irregular verb forms are always formed by adding D, ed and id to its base form, whereas you cannot form any irregular verb by adding D, ed and id. Clear? And always remember, it follows a fixed pattern of conversion from present to past and past participle, whereas an irregular form verb doesn't follow any fixed pattern of conversion. Clear? So let's understand regular and irregular with the help of a few examples. Now, three forms of verb, as you are already aware of, you have been doing since class 4. Now, I have divided here verb 1, verb 2 and verb 3. Fine. So, verb 1 is the base form, that is present form. Verb 2 is the past form and verb 3 is the past participle, right? So, I have taken a very simple word, play, arrive, hurry and jump. So, play is an action word. Again, arrive is an action verb. Hurry again is a verb. And the last one, jump again is a verb. And see the formation. So, it is base form, but here what has been added? Ed, and id to rest of its past form. So, how play has been converted into past? If you add ed to the present form of the particular verb, it becomes past, and same here it is the same in the past participle also. Here how arrive has been formed? It has been formed by adding ed to its base form. Again, this will continue in the past participle. Come to hurry. Hurry is a verb. If you add id to its base form, it becomes its past, and again past participle will remain as it is. Come to jump. It is following the same pattern of conversion. Is that clear to you? This is regular verb form. Come to the irregular one. Here, go, went, gone. Go is the base is the base form of verb, and how it has been converted into past? It is not following any pattern, so it is automatically, obviously it is there. You have to learn its formation. You have to learn its verb 2 and verb 3, because there is no rule as such of conversion. Similarly, eat, ate, eaten, run, ran, run, and put, and all these words are not following any pattern as such, whereas regular verb form, they are all these words are following a certain pattern of conversion. So that is the difference between a regular verb and an irregular verb. I hope all of you have understood the difference. In a nutshell, I would like to wrap up by saying that the majority of verbs are regular, but you have to learn some of the irregular verb forms so that you could speak and write absolutely correct English. That's a wrap from my side. I hope you have understood the concept well. Thank you so much for watching.